Tell me you love the place.
Big time.
Next Wednesday.
You should leave. Not talking to you.
It's the explosive mid-season finale.
I don't want to see that woman, Fatima. Why y'all so close to her, huh?
Get ready.
I'm gonna tell her the truth.
What, the baby?
Is everything okay? No.
Because Tyler Perry
Come on in here, boy.
I'm gonna have Robin stay here.
Oh, is he?
is about to rock your world.
I'm about to call the police.
You're gonna need him. Tyler Perry's Sistas mid-season finale.
All right, everyone. Hope you're having a great Friday. Let me put it this way. If you watch my review, or if you joined the live that I did Wednesday night after the episode, you'll know I wasn't the biggest fan of season 4, episode 10, Our Favorite Places. It was easily the worst episode of the season, which in my opinion, season 4 has still been amazing. This episode was just awful, and there was only one other episode this season which I felt wasn't up to par, but I don't think I scored it like a 3 or a 4. I might have gave it like a 5 or a 7. But based on episode 10, which was the penultimate episode before next week, which is the mid-season finale, and watching the promo, as you just did, for next week's episode, the mid-season finale, Fine Wine, airing on March 16th, season 4, episode 11, I have to say that I am not looking forward to this episode for a number of reasons. I feel like we have the same problem that season 3 had in general, as well as the season 2 finale, which was a lot of characters regressing, a lot of characters making dumb mistakes, and a lot of characters, mainly Karen, well, that's not to say Karen, Fatima, and Calvin are kind of and Maurice are like the main ones I'm looking at, like, here we go again. The episode synopsis. I remember when somebody, a lot of people were like, yo, IMDb has all the episode info on season 4. And I did the video for the season 4 episode synopsis. This was the episode we all didn't want to get to because the synopsis for Fine Wine, which I believe could be a reference to the wine that, you know, Bio has out for him and Sabrina, and Calvin's going to interrupt. I can see him saying, he got money. He got fine wine too. Okay. But while Karen struggles with her feelings for Zack, Calvin catches Sabrina by surprise. Honestly, guys, I don't want to watch this episode. I have to. It's my job, but I really don't want to. I got a page full of notes here because, you know, of course, you know, I did my usual thing. I broke down the trailer, the end credit promo, as well as the trailer you just saw at the beginning of the video. And I was cringing through most of it. So let's talk about the Zack stuff first. It seems like, you know, Jake was able to put up the 37K and Zack is a free man, so to speak, because, you know, obviously until that paternity test is done and whatnot, you know, I'll be, you know, wide awake trying to figure out what to do. But regardless, Zack is saying, I'm going to tell her the truth. And Jake is like, what about the baby? And and he's like, what are you going to tell her? It's not my kid. Well, obviously you got to tell Fatima something because she know you got arrested, but it's interesting how quickly he is to deny this child being his, but was quick to quote unquote accept responsibility for the Karen thing. But that's neither here nor there. The situations are slightly different. But speaking of Fatima, this chick is pulling and look, we knew this was going to happen ever since they did the season 4 behind the scenes video that Tyler Perry Studios put out of Fatima, you know, busting the windows in Hayden's car like Jasmine Sullivan. And look, I could be wrong. I know I can, because I was wrong when it came to Gary being a nice dude trying to help Zack out with no, you know, secondary interest or hidden motives. I think Hayden is innocent. I don't think Hayden had anything to do with this. She's busting up every single window. You done effed up for the last time. I didn't do nothing to him, I swear. I'm about to call the police. Oh, you going to need him. So yeah, Fatima's gonna wreck Hayden. And some people online, I saw people actually point out something interesting. Why didn't Fatima go check on her man instead of going straight for Hayden? She went straight, what's that Dave Chappelle sketch? When keeping it real goes wrong. I mean, if Hayden is innocent, she's in for a world of trouble. You could say what you want to. I mean, I get it. Hayden could be like, man, but she's going to put those guys on me again or do something worse. But no, she literally broke the law this time. She harassed me. She beat me up with the bat. And the other people like, you know, damn, Hayden got off those crutches really fast. It's only been like, what, 2 days? Oh, man. Okay. All right, so we got the Fatima stuff. Let's talk about Andi. So Andi and Gary, which this scene was teased in the promo for this week's episode, but it didn't happen. But Gary's at the penthouse, and Gary's like, tell me you love it. Andi's like, big time. She goes on to say, Robin is coming into town. Gary goes, he's not me. Andi's like, what if he's better? Andi, he doesn't know you like I know you. And then the look on her face says it all. Honestly, it's true. Andi then goes on to say, I'm going to have Robin stay here. And then Gary's like, oh, is he? Now, you can make the argument of, well, it's in her name. She can have whoever she wants to in there. Nobody told Gary to buy the penthouse. I think Andi's just saying that to test. I feel like this is all just a test to see, okay, is Gary going to react the way I think he's going to react? And if he acts like an asshole, I'm going to call Robin and then go meet him for drinks or possibly have him meet. I feel like Robin's the kind of man where he's not even going to set foot in that penthouse because he knows it's foul. And then, Andi, quote unquote, convinced him that you don't know me, Robin. Gary didn't buy me anything. You're literally sitting in the penthouse that he bought you. For all we know, you could be wearing an outfit that he bought you, even though I don't know why he would buy the funeral outfit, but whatever. So I think this is all like a quote unquote test. Let's go over to the dinner. Now, Bio straight up saying, you should leave. And Calvin's like, I'm not talking to you. So he got the audacity to sit down. And I forgot that he doesn't know Bio owns the restaurant and all. That's when Bio came back to Sabrina after Calvin left. And, that's when he told her. So he's like, oh, no, he interrupted our, wait, what did he say? Yeah. Oh, no, he interrupted our date when we were trying to have a good time. I just figured I'd return the favor. Sabrina's like, please. Bio's like, you should leave my restaurant. Oh, he got money. Calvin. I'm not one to question one's sexuality in a situation like this, so to speak. But I gotta question your sexuality in this situation, so to speak. I mean, you put a little too much emphasis on the money. It's like, people already asked me, yo, can you do a video about, Calvin, the way he was looking at Q like Maurice was? I'm like, all I'm saying is there's an episode later on this season, episode 17, some sort of women. Calvin finds himself in an uncomfortable situation with Q after a night of drinking, and I will leave it at that. Speaking of Q, Maurice lets his ass back in. I have nothing to say except this is going to just waste time in the episode. I don't care to see this bullshit. Maurice, come in here, boy. Then, they go over to the couch, and he's like, mind if I use your shower? Sure. I don't want your nasty, funky behind on my sofa. And Q starts to get undressed. Come on, you like it. And Maurice's like, go to the bathroom. I don't care. This is just... I get it. It's the mid-season finale. Stakes are going to be raised. But Fatima busting the windows out of Hayden's car. Stupid. It is stupid. I love Fatima, but this is stupid. This is so stupid. Q being let back into the apartment. Maurice, this is stupid. Calvin showing his behind. Hopefully he doesn't do that. Show his behind in that restaurant. Stupid. Hopefully Bio gets security to take his ass out there, and that'll be the end of that. I don't know. Sometimes I do wonder why I still watch this show, but it's the #1 show on the channel. I have no choice. Then we get to probably the worst part of the trailer. In credit trailer and the actual trailer. I guess because she was so upset. And yeah, I could be wrong, but based on how she's dressed, I think this is the same night for everything that's going on. It's the same night. Karen was at her house towards the end of this week's episode. That's when Aaron called about the whole going to the doctor appointment the next morning. I don't know why, but Karen decides to go both to Danny's place and then also to Andi's penthouse. Danny's like, he's moved on and he's happy. Karen said, this was the line that had me going, what the fuck am I watching? He loves me. He said it. You're in Danny's apartment where you and Zack met up the last time. You asked Danny to set up everything at her house. And that's where you had that moment. Karen, I don't love you no more. I don't want to be with you no more. Is that clear enough for your ass? And Danny was in the other room. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? She also says, I don't want to see that woman. Danny's like, Fatima? Why y'all so close to her, huh? I know Danny is the chill one, but I wouldn't be mad if she snatched her by the hair for that. It's like, you're not going to come up in my house with that disrespect. Then I don't know where she goes first, where she goes second, but I'm guessing she goes to Andi's last. This is probably after Gary has left. Or, Gary's there, Karen comes in, pitching a fit, and then Gary's like, okay, I'll leave you all two alone. So Andi's like, is everything okay? Karen's like, no. So not even give or take around 24 hours since you stood in the penthouse, apologized and everything, Karen is back to bitch mode. I know I'm going to hate this episode before I even watch it. That's all I got to say. Now, I know, look, I don't know how long the hiatus is going to be, but this episode has me hoping that the hiatus is about a month or so, because at least for as bad as season 3 was, at least the mid-season finale Unlock It was a strong episode. But as soon as the back half of the season started, it's like the events of that episode never happened. But next week, Fine Wine, I feel like it's going to be a bad episode. And if it sets the tone for the rest of the season, I know I'm not going to like it. Now, I know it's like, well, you ain't got to watch it. I know. But I'm just saying. I got to watch it to see how it leads into Zatima. But I don't like it when Tyler Perry writes these characters into a wall. I feel bad for Ebony. I wish Karen got better material. I'm glad that Tyler, like he said in the after show, responded to fans. They love Maurice, so he gave Brian more, scenes and whatnot. But you're making him into a thirsty idiot for a man who literally said, I'm gay for pay. Calvin, why is he still on the show? Andi is just the same. Danny seems like she'll be a cool character in next week's episode, and my God, after this week, we definitely need a cooler version of Danny back. That's it. I'm done. Thumbs up the video if you like it. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. Hit subscribe and hit that bell icon and select all. That way you don't miss out when I post content. And ironically enough, the episode's called Fine Wine. If I actually drank alcohol, I feel like I would take a shot for every time this episode, got on my nerves. But I feel like I would probably be, dead by the time I finished it. And look, hopefully I'm wrong. That this trailer is misleading. And then when I watch the episode, I'm like, damn, it's a good episode. But let me just say this. I highly doubt it. Catch you in the next video, guys.